He came from so far back. 16th?
So,
what happened?
Right,
How did he get in 16th?
Corner. Well, look, he stalls it right here. And classic Yamaha, the bike doesn't start.
Oh my God. How did he come back from that?
Dude, I know. Insane.
How is that even possible?
This is last corner, bottom right.
Wow. Good on Chambers. He handled that perfectly. Well, he did exactly what he needed to do.
Yeah,
exactly.
Smith didn't make... I don't know why he did
rewind
that.
And put me through that slowly from like the landing of the dragons, if you can.
Okay.
So, pause it right there. What Jordan needed to do is on the right. He's in the perfect spot. You want to charge for the outside, and you want to honestly you want to kind of bluff. You want to charge the outside so fast that you make the person on the inside think for a second that you're going to go to the outside, because what you need the person on the inside to do is give you room. And the only way they're going to give you room, if they're smart, is if you bluff them into a situation where they're forced to go a little faster, and then they end up overshooting their defense area. And then what you have to do for Jordan here is you have to bluff quickly, and then you have to make that split-second decision to cut under and hope that you have some room under him, because I don't see another way to make a pass in this situation in the last turn. So go forward a little bit more. Right here, that's the room you'd be working with. So, and you can fit a bike there on the inside of Chambers. It's not easy, but you have the upper hand going into that last turn being behind somebody, I think.
Yeah. Again,
I don't know what he thought he was going to be able to do with that outside there.
Yeah, I don't know, whip around it, I
maybe
guess.
He thought that Jack was just going to roll the inside of the turn completely, and he was just going to rail right around him.
Bummer.
But well done by Jack, and shout out to Chambers as well. I think that this is his first main this whole season. Is that true?
I have no idea.
He's been riding solid. He's been qualifying well. He doesn't look out of control. I think he could use maybe a little practice with me in the whoops. Every time I get around him in the whoops, he makes a mistake. I don't know if that's coincidence or if he's just needs to improve in the whoops a little bit, but everywhere else he's looked really, really good. And he should have been in a main multiple times this season.
Okay. Yeah. Can we get to the point of this conversation?
Sorry. Yep. Okay. There's only one other thing I want to talk about Supercross.
Okay.
Can you guess?
I better be my guy.
Plessinger?
Yeah.
Can we have a quick moment of silence for Aaron Plessinger?
Yeah, let's do it.
Can you believe that he freaking threw it away? But let's hope. And Aaron is an extremely positive person, it seems. He's gonna get some mental momentum from this, and he's gonna do really well in Seattle.
I want to say two things.
Podium at least.
Oh yeah, I want to say two things about Plessinger. You described it this way to me. We did a class with him a couple years ago. He was still on a Yamaha at the time. And you used the words, Aaron Plessinger does not know who he is. And I couldn't explain it any better than that. I mean, he is just the nicest guy. Does not know that he's a pro rider. He is just, I love Aaron Plessinger. Yes, he's the only factory guy that follows me on Instagram. But he's also just, he's just awesome.
So he's not biased.
Not biased at all. He's just a great guy. And the other thing I want to say is his interview that he did right after, shocked that he did that interview, but speaks a lot to character.
Loved it.
And here's the deal. What an awesome guy to be competing for wins. What an awesome guy. Just the best personality, just awesome character. I just couldn't be happier that that he's riding so well. You
We
know,
need Drive to Survive for Supercross.
oh my Aaron Plessinger, dude. I
There's
mean,
so many different personalities.
it's so good on the same team. Look at the contrast. You know, like that's all I have to say. Aaron's,
There's a rich person watching or listening to this. There's rich people that exist in this world. We just need a $10 million budget, probably. Maybe 5.
maybe more.
Maybe more.
If we got to pay the guys, there's a lot of riders that we should have in this thing.
If I have a rich friend in Dubai, somebody that's struck some oil, and you have $10 million,
Burning a hole in your pocket.
we will make you the best show ever.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
All we need is yes. That's all I'll have to say.
It's very simple. It is a very simple problem. We just need $10 million.
Yes. Yeah, but anyway, back to Plessinger. He rode so well, dude. Just ticked off every single lap, was pulling away. Chase was catching him at the end, but he had plenty of room.
Plenty. He had a really good line in the whoops. He rode well everywhere else, but his whoop speed was what was separating him. He was very freaking solid.
Yeah.
And one of those races that, unfortunately, this is the only bummer about the situation, don't happen often.
Yep. Right.
He was flowing on every single freaking part of that track. He looked really good.
I just really hope that he takes away, I can do it, not I messed it up. Because he can do it. The dude can win. He was...
And you know what he said in that? Didn't he say it in that interview? Didn't he say he loves Seattle?
Yeah, he does.
And he can't wait for Seattle? That's boom.
But just...
acting in that emotion within a minute of it happening and him saying that, that's all you need to know. He's thinking the right way. So that's cool.
Dude,
I was so devastated. And as soon as he got flung into a Superman, you want to know the first thing that I thought?
What?
Where's cameraman Cam?
Yeah, it's just a couple rows ahead crying. Don't mind me.
Man. And he hit hard.
He's just a good dude. I've had the pleasure to have conversations with him. I've had lunch with him. He's just, I'm rooting for Aaron Plessinger. He's going to get a win. He's going to do it. He's completely capable. We can see it. And basically all I have to say on it is like, I want that. I want people like him to do really well because he is just a solid guy, you know?
His crash was also hard. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he tucked in not a good...
Horribly.
Yeah, he shouldn't have tucked.
He shouldn't have tucked. I mean, there was a couple of things that went on in that crash. One, and I know that he was being stubborn with it because it was throwing away a first Supercross win. He shouldn't have held on to the bike as long as he did.
Yeah.
In that situation, there was really no saving that. The way he was getting flung, jumping onto an on-off, all of those things kind of tossed into that scenario. He should have immediately thrown the bike, probably was the best bet. What happened was he got flung the perfectly wrong way. I think it could have been avoided, but yeah, when he decided to tuck his head, I'm surprised he didn't get knocked out. I mean, he hit the ground hard, really hard.
Oh, just devastating. And everybody. It's hard to think of like what could have been because that stadium would have flipped upside down if Aaron won, you know, and that's going to happen wherever it happens. Man, would it be cool if it happened at Atlanta? But
well, the good news for him also is he's going into every single stadium. He's going into all open stadium scenarios.
Yeah.
Which
notoriously
he's is all, if any of those rain, Plessinger immediately has an advantage. If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, go download them. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I think that's it. go download them there, give them a listen. If you want to watch full episodes, which I tell you what, it's even better to do that, go to club.themotoacademy.com, because Moto Academy subscribers inside of the app have exclusive access to watch the entire episodes. And not only that, the subscribers actually can send in their questions to be answered on the podcast as well. Club.themotoacademy.com. Go subscribe.